Righto, here we are again at Grawin on a Wednesday. Time to track down some opal to buy. On the left we have, it was the first rehabilitation stockpile when Mulga first started. They call it Mount White, and professional noodlers used to find an average of about $1,300 per week apparently. And they used to noodle on the road as well. There was a lot of truckloads dumped on the road to, you know, make a road base, I guess, and miners used to miss, you know, probably about 3% of what they used to dig on average, and that was enough to create quite a bit of excitement for all the noodlers. Righto. On the left we have what they call the boarhead or shields rush. There was some really good opal found around this area actually. Now here it's fairly pockety, so you could do a lot of truckloads for nothing, and then all of a sudden, bang, a few 100,000 or 1.4 million or whatever. So it was an interesting area, frustrating for some. This is sort of what we called the middle road, I guess. It was traced from Mulga all the way from the main road down to the borehead, sort of scattered throughout. The odd good finds. On the left here we found one fairly large collectible piece. I believe it was 1,080 carats. But it never really developed into like a, you know, gun area or anything, but there was definitely a bit of opal found here and there. Up ahead we're coming into an area that well, it's kind of where Mulga all started from actually. There was about 90 claims sort of pegged all through this strip heading off to the right. There's some interesting characters around. Now it's sort of scattered and mined a bit everywhere, but in the early days it was sort of more concentrated to a strip of claims going from left to right, pretty much along this road that we're turning right into now. And yeah, a lot of opal production came from here. So from beginning 99 through to about 2005, 2006. Off to the left you can see the big new rehabilitation stockpile. It's almost full now. But anyway, this area here, they now refer to it as Mulga proper. So really it was the original Mulga all through this strip of claims heading from where we are, heading towards the north somewhat. You'll see when we get through this scrubland on the right, it'll open up into a lot more mining. I used to come buying out here daily, and every day I'd pick up parcels of opal. It was quite incredible. Well, some people drilling on the left. I might go and say g'day. I'll just turn this camera off. Alright, so we're continuing to drive around Mulga. There's a few people out here today having a bit of a scratch, a bit of drilling. I mean, this area's worked fairly thoroughly. Some of the claims do have 2 levels, so they keep changing hands now and getting reworked and whatnot, but I think most of this area is pretty much worked out. And and just continues like this for about yeah, almost a kilometre, I think. So really it was quite a big field, and a lot of quality black, and actually quite a bit of a variety of material. It was all varieties, light, crystal, black, but it definitely has some good black through here. Okay, time to head off to some other areas and back to the camp. Here's another section of Mulga that produced a lot of opal. On the right we have the WARRA fence line, so that's the dividing fence line between WARRA and the property MUNDEROO, or MUNDEROO. We're on MUNDEROO now. So you can see the area over to the left, it's quite green. It was a bit of a natural swampy area, and there was a few gun claims in there. I used to buy quite a bit of material from you know, this area running across the fence. Yeah, it produced some very interesting material. Some of the stones in opal publications from say 99 to 2012 feature some stones from this little spot. Right, now we're going into WARRA. I've done a bit of buying and also a bit of mining in here. This little spot here is kind of an extension of that fence line area, and it continues to run in. Up ahead there was a couple of gun claims. They were kept fairly quiet, so a lot of people didn't hear or see the material from this little spot. The big pockets are worked out now. People are trying to extend, you know, pegging on the edge or checking up and down levels and that sort of thing. The opal wasn't everywhere, but there was certainly a couple of very big and very interesting patches found in this little area. So it's kind of an extension of the fence line. On my right now, as we're heading back towards Grawin, you can see the rehabilitation stockpiles. There's one over there, another one over here. So what they used to do is have one open for trucks and one open for noodling. Then they'd close that one and open that one. It was a system that worked quite well. They're having talks about what to do with them in the future to you know, limit liability. We don't want tourists squashed by mining trucks or anything like that. Probably something has to be done, I'm guessing. Okay, well, a little bit further up the road we have another important part of Mulga. And it was called, well, actually it had a few names. It was nicknamed Millionaires Alley, or no, Millionaire Row, Blower Alley, or just the road. We had a couple of claims along here that produced some nice opal. We're sort of moving into the centre of it now. There was some very significant finds along here. Good black. You can see it's still sort of semi-active, fairly heavily worked. pretty sure this was our, yeah, that was our claim just over there. There was also some rumours of some shallow opal around here. And I remember a couple of miners drilling, and they hit some really hard silkcrete they couldn't drill through, so they blasted and there was just potch and opal bits everywhere scattered all over the surface. So they started selling, and as a buyer I drove up and I said, oh, quick, go and get us a couple of cartons of beer, and we'll sell you the first parcel. So I thought, oh, sounds good to me. So I went and got the parcels and got the cartons, and when I got back, they're like, oh, damn, no, rah, wah, 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 wah. So any opal that was had been blasted into a million pieces, and they'd collected all the bits and pieces together, and I think I bought it for, I don't know, $200 on the carton or something, and when they went down the hole and had a scratch, they couldn't find any more. Well, that was some evidence of shallow opal, but I haven't seen any since, but there you go.